I put a microchip in my arm and it's the best thing ever. This chip is a powerhouse. It's got everything I need. A credit card, my ID, my medical info, and even my keys. And when it's time for groceries, you just tap your wrist and bam! Transaction done. It's like magic. In a medical emergency, it can save my life. Experts can easily identify me and my medical history. I feel like a sci-fi character and I'm loving it. This amazing chip is totally free. That's right, no more digging into your pockets. And the best part, the surgery is quick. They'll give you a cookie afterward.
Seriously? Superhero? And a cookie? What in the actual So guys, as you saw in that video, they're sitting there with a propaganda video on getting chipped. Now, I spoke about in my live stream a few months ago about the anti-chipper movement they're starting, and it was from one magazine. I think it was like QL something or another. It was some magazine that started this anti-chipper thing, and that we are anti-chippers, us, are the next anti-vaxxers. I don't know where they came up with that conclusion, but nonetheless, it was an article written. And people are reading this article because this person is trying to get a jump start on the chip movement that is slowly happening. Now, this chip movement, guys, people are getting chipped, believe it or not. Different countries are doing it. There are actually places in the United States that people are getting chipped. And places are being retrofitted so that they can take on those people who want to use their chip to make payments for certain things, pay their phone bill, pay their food, whatever it is, get into their car, get into their homes or their dorm room. I think one college did this to get into their dorm room, and all because the chip is in their, wrist. And they cheap like fucking assholes. Anyway, so in that video, this girl, she's like trying, first of all, you see the smile on her face? This fucking idiot is like a retard. She's so happy. She's bouncing all over the place and look at this and I could do this, and if I pass out, they could get my medical records. Motherfucker, you could put that on your phone and wait till you get to the hospital. If you have some kind of serious ailment where they can't give you a certain drug, then wear a fucking bracelet. But to get chipped and make all these excuses on why it's good, I'm going to tell you right now, the whole chipping thing that's starting to slowly take over and AI is not going to work well. I promise you that. The two growing at AI is actually growing at an exponential rate, where the chipping movement is starting to move in a direction of getting more people on board. But it's moving slowly at a pace, rather, where people are not noticing, except for people like us who are like researching this shit or seeing articles on it or videos and things like that. We're like, well, where the hell is this going? Well, we knew, guys, that this chipping thing was going to happen. Hell, I knew since I was a kid, right? The whole mark of the beast, you guys know that. It's in the Bible. They talk about it in the Bible, and then people bring it up numerous times over the years, talking about this is what the mark of the beast is going to look like. Well, initially it's supposed to be the mark on the back of your neck and the scan of your neck and all those other crazy shit. Well, now it's a chip in your arm. So it's not exactly what they said it was going to look like. Nonetheless, it is acting as the way they're talking about it. It's a tracking device. None of the pro-chipping people talk about that part. They do not talk about it being a tracking device or could be turned into a tracking device. They don't tell you how this chipping device and it could affect you over years, because it's only, it's probably been around 20 years now. I think the first family to have ever got chipped was probably 15 years ago, maybe 20. And this was a family like Wisconsin, Ohio. And I've been looking for this article and I cannot find it. I tried every which way to find this article and I can't. But I remember there was a family that started out with being chipped, and it was so successful, the entire town did it. Anyway, so with that, guys, this movement is growing, and then they have this anti-chipper movement that this one publication started so that they can already get the ball rolling on the division and the hate already, because there are people out there who are for this, and then there are people like us who are against it. There is no reason why you would need a chip in your body. Zero. I don't care if they have my medical record on. What's my medical record of nothing going to tell the medics? Nothing. Right now, if you have some serious ailment, if you have cancer, if there's a drug you can't take, you react badly to, maybe then. But that is why medics, for the most part, give you simple shit. Doctors give you simple shit until they can find out what you're allergic to and what you're not. The chipping movement, guys, is an actual thing, and it's starting to grow. And I think by the time, I would say another 10, 20 years, it's going to be in a full bloom. Not everybody's going to have it, but it's going to be in full bloom talk. There are a lot of companies right now that are working on getting chipping systems. In fact, there's a company working on a flat system where it's not like a grain of rice. The system right now is like a grain of rice. But the ones that they're working for is a transdermal, which is on the skin and or in some places right underneath the skin. So it's so flat you don't know it's there. And a lot of them are going to put it here on the top of your hand, or the back of your hand rather, sorry, the back of your arm. They're going to put it on the back of your arm, and you're not going to notice it. With the P, they said you could still feel it at times. So, I mean, and not making any rational case for it. I'm just saying that some people are using the grain of rice one, if you will, the RFID method, and the flat one is a new technology I never even heard of. So still, guys, bad across the board. This is a movement that's going to start growing. It's growing now, but like I said, it's growing slowly, but I would say in about 10, 20 years it's going to be in full bloom, and you're going to hear everyone talking about it. Amazon was talking about it lightly about a year or two ago so that they can have it operate in their stores. So when people are chipped, they can go to their Amazon store, and they don't even have to scan. They just walk in the store. And the system in the supermarket picks up who you are off the system just walking in the store. So you don't have to scan anything, you just walk in. You take a couple items, you walk out, and he knows exactly what you bought. It's sort of like that system they have now, but I think you have to have your phone. When you walk in the supermarket, you put shit in the grocery basket. It actually tells you what's in the grocery basket, and then when you pack everything and you walk out, it charges your card. It's the same thing, except for everything is on your arm. You don't even need your phone. Hell, you left your phone at home, you could walk straight into the store. The anti-chipping, the chipping movement is bad. The anti-chipping movement is a new way to divide Americans even more, create more hate. It's going to spiral out of control with that, in regards to that, probably in 20 years or so. I see it moving slowly because I do see more people talking about it on the internet, but not in the everyday life. Like, I can go to my friends, the guys in the firehouse, talk about it. They have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. Some of them do know that this is coming. Some of them do that this is coming. But it's not a big talk. It's not the talk of the town. At least not yet. But we're definitely headed in that direction. Anyway, guys, be careful of the bullshit, because this is going to be another conversation that's going to split people at the dinner table. So this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.